Differences between standard deviation and variance. Standard deviation versus variance. Standard deviation is the measure of dispersion of data values from the mean. In simple words, square root of the variance of a dataset is termed as standard deviation, whereas variance is the square deviation from the mean. The purpose of standard deviation is to measure the variability of data and frequently employ it to determine the volatility and risk of stocks. Whereas, the purpose of variance is to measure the average degree to which each point differs from the mean. Standard deviation is the perfect indicator of the observations in a dataset, whereas variance is a perfect indicator of the individuals spread out in a group. Standard deviation tells us what the average scatter of values is around the mean, whereas variance tells us how far the outcome varies from the mean. Standard deviation units are same as the units of the data, squared, whereas variance units are squared. Standard deviation can measure the spread of data from the mean, whereas variance measures the dispersion of a dataset. The Formula 1 of standard deviation and variance regarding population for ungrouped data are given for comparison. The Formula 2 of standard deviation and variance regarding population for grouped data are given for comparison. The Formula 3 of standard deviation and variance regarding sample for ungrouped data are given for comparison. The Formula 4 of standard deviation and variance regarding sample for grouped data are given for comparison. Standard deviation is primarily used as a measure of market and security volatility in finance, whereas variance is one of the key aspects of asset allocation in investing portfolios. In short, standard deviation is a measure of how dispersed the data in relation to the mean. The standard deviation can never be negative. Standard deviation plays a vital role in finance as it is used to measure the volatility of a stock, whereas variance is measures of dispersion within the dataset and not sub-additive. Variance also measures the volatility of data of a population. In finance, variance helps to measure the actual deviation of performance from the standard. Kindly subscribe my YouTube channel Thesis Helper. Thanks for watching.